This is a Ford F-750, one of our signature Monster Tree Service chip trucks. Comes equipped directly from the manufacturer as an F-750 with an automatic transmission, so you don't have to deal with any manual transmissions, which is nice, especially if you have multiple drivers operating the vehicle for you on a crew. Typically manual vehicles, the clutches kind of adjust or learn to the driver themselves and their driving habits. So with these trucks, we order them all in automatics. They're also ordered as a 25,995 pound GVW, keeps you under any CDL requirements. So as you take a look at this truck, the branding is very clear, who we are, what we do, and is a mobile billboard coming down the street. So as you look, it's hard to tell just by the video, and since we're not in person today, you'll need to understand that this is a 14-foot chip body. So it has a capacity of about 22 to 25 yards of chips. If you've ever ordered mulch for your house for doing any of your landscape beds, you've probably ordered it in quantities of 5, 10, 12, 15 yards. So you can imagine the amount of capacity that fits into these trucks. All of them come equipped with an L-Pack toolbox as well. So in the L-Pack toolbox, you'll actually store all of your gear. They have a locking system where when you lift the body up, you can actually drop a safety bar through the door, which will lock the inside mechanism so it deters against any sort of theft or anything of that nature. The beauty of this setup is the fact that all of your equipment is stored on the trucks. So when your guys arrive in the morning, there's no gear for them to load onto the truck itself. It's all already there for you to go ahead and get started about your day. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk around the truck a little bit and show you what it looks like as we walk around. So your fuel tanks are actually there on the cab step. So this particular truck in this video is a diesel. So that little black tank you see in front of the aluminum fuel tank is what's called diesel exhaust fluid. So all of our vehicles for franchisees are ordered with gas engines. Since I started my operation in June of 2008, gas engines were not an option in an F-750. So everything that I have in my fleet is diesel. At the end of the day, it is much more expensive to have the diesel over the gas. And we strongly encourage every franchisee to operate the gas trucks. So I'm gonna just go ahead and walk up through this landscape bed on this job site that I'm at and give you a good walk around on the truck. So these trucks are all stored at our yard outdoors. Nothing is stored inside. And so as you walk around, you'll see some dirt on the wheels, and this time of year with some of the rain we've been having and coming out of winter, it's unavoidable to avoid that. I'll come in here, show you the L-Pack toolboxes, give you an idea. So we've got some of the services listed out on the doors. This truck here is about a year to 2 years old. It's a 2018 model year. So they hold up really well. Some of the trucks in our fleet are as old as 10 years old. So you can see in here the crew has some of their chainsaws. And again, these get locked in at the end of the day. The other side's gonna have a lot of the climbers, ropes, and rigging gear. Another low box here. I'll just go ahead and close that door. Inside the cab, again, very, very clean. As I'd said, automatic transmission. So when you look in here, it's very clean. This single cab truck will seat 3 people in it. One goes right in the middle there. Right now they've got the center console down for their coffees. The chipper that's attached to this truck for this crew is a Bandit 1590 XP. So it's got that 15-inch chipper on the back of it. Now, with this model chipper, the actual chipping capacity is closer to 18 inches with the way that the Bandit models actually do spec out from a throat opening and things of that nature. On the back of the truck, you're going to see here where the chipper is connected. That's the rear door that the chips blow into, and you just go ahead and chip in, fill up the truck, and then when it's full, you just go ahead and go to the job site. No reason to have to tarp anything because the wind doesn't actually hit the load itself. So this particular chipper that the guys are running has a hydraulic front jack. So if you look here on the front of the chipper right here, that's actually a hydraulic jack. What it allows the guys to do is every time they disconnect the chipper from the truck, they go ahead and just push the lever on top, and it takes the chipper on and off of the truck for them. Obviously, you want to make sure you chock the wheels so it doesn't roll after you disconnect it, but really, really helpful in getting the chipper on and off. Just take a quick walk around here before I go ahead and let the guys start chipping. There's a winch on the back. So on the back here, this is actually your winch setup. So if you've got large trees on a job site that you want to go ahead and winch right into the back of the chipper, you've got that ability. This has a weld-on feed table on the back of it. So some chippers, that rear door that those logs are sitting on will actually flip up, but you can get an idea of the throat opening of that chipper right there. So again, just a view here of the overall truck setup. Really slick. Lots of things I could talk about on the chipper, but don't want to bore you with all the details. I'm gonna have the guys back the truck up and we'll go ahead and get started chipping. So Orlando's gonna back this truck and chipper into place to where they're gonna start chipping. They've got a small pile of brush here that they're gonna chip first on a job site. What you'll do is he'll get it into position. He's got his spotter behind him who's watching where he's going, make sure he doesn't back into anything along this driveway. And then he'll go ahead and just signal him when to stop when he's in good position to get started. The other gentleman on this crew will go ahead and get the clutch engaged. And as you'll see, this is a two-man crew on this job site. They're doing some storm cleanup, down limbs from pretty bad storm that rolled through yesterday through the area, dropped about 2 to 3 inches of rain and brought winds of about 30 to 40 continuous and some gust over 60.